The three equations of motions are S equal to ut plus half at square. First equation is V equal to u plus at. What is the first equation of motion? V is equal to u plus at. V is equal to u plus at. Second equation of motion, S is equal to ut plus half a t square. Ut plus half a t square. S is equal to ut plus half a t square. And third equation of motion, v square minus and in all these cases the acceleration is uniform. Acceleration is uniform. And one more thing, we can apply this equation of motion if an object is moving in the horizontal direction. In the horizontal direction. If it is moving vertically, means upward or downward. In the case of upward or downward motion. In the case of upward or downward motion. It is in the case of horizontal motion. अभी तक जो किया था मैं horizontal motion किया है ना, horizontal motion किया है. But if an object is throwing upward, if an object is falling downwards, in that case, क्या क्या change करना इस formula में? Listen. In the case of vertical motion, vertical motion, replace A by G. Replace A by G means G is acceleration due to gravity, and S by H, height. S replace H by H. So बाकी सब same है. What is the first equation? V equal to U plus GT. Same है. But replace A by G. You have to replace this A by G. Replace A by G. And second equation of motion, vertical. Second equation of motion. By changing this. Aditi. इसमें Aditi को.
H is equal to.
Replace this S by H. So H is equal to U T plus half GT square. Half GT square. Or third equation, V square minus E is equal to. So replace A by G. Replace A by G and S by H. S by H. In which case, vertical motion. If an object is falling downward, if an object is throwing upward. In both cases, apply this formula. फिर पढ़ा है horizontal motion में. If an object starts from rest, means U equal to 0. U equal to 0. Comes to rest. Same way. If an object is throwing upwards. If an object is throwing upward. If an object is throwing upward. If an object is throwing upward. In this case, at highest position, V is equal to 0. ध्यान रख दो. कोई भी क्वेश्चन में अपवर्ड मोशन की बड़े V is equal to 0. In the case of upward motion, V is equal to 0. हर क्वेश्चन में upward motion में V is equal to 0. Highest point में, at the highest point. At the highest point, V is equal to 0. Upward में. In the case of upward motion, at the highest point, V is equal to 0. And in the case of upward motion, the value of G is equal to negative. G is negative. Agar, what is the value of G? 9.8 है ना? So G equal to minus 9.8 meter per second squared. Suppose it is given in a numerical question. Suppose it is given in bracket G equal to 10 meter per second squared. So what is the value of G? Minus 10 meter per second squared. In which case? In the case of upward motion, if an object is moving upward, इसका मतलब क्या? Against the gravity. Against the gravity. What is the direction of the gravity? Downward. But the object is moving upward. So against the gravity, so G is negative. G is negative. So G negative. Means G equal to minus 9.8 meter per second square, or G equal to minus 10 meter per second square. If not given, apply 9.8 meter per second square. Question में ब्रैकेट में given नहीं है वैल्यू, तब 9.8 ले लो, नहीं तो 10 meter per second square, especially given है तो ये clear है. So G is negative, V 0 and G negative. Which case? Upward. In the case of upward motion. And in the case of downward motion, downward motion में U equal to 0 and G is positive. G is positive. So G equal to 9.8 meter per second square, or G is equal to 10 meter per second square, positive. Why? Downward. It is moving downward. If an object is moving downward, G is taken as positive. If an object is moving upward, G is taken as negative. In the case of upward motion, at the highest point, V is equal to 0. In the case of downward motion, U is equal to 0. U is equal to 0. And one more thing. In the case of upward motion or downward motion, only in the case of upward motion and downward motion, time of ascent is equal to time of descent. Time of ascent is equal to time of descent. Means the time taken to reach the maximum height is same as time taken to reach the lowest point, that is the ground. Time taken to reach the ground. Say, last point क्या बोला मैं? Last point. अभी मैं explain किया, last point क्या explain किया था? इधर ही नहीं है, absent mind है. Absent mind है. What is the last point? Time of ascent is equal to time of descent. Time taken to reach the highest point is equal to time taken to reach the ground. If the time taken by the object to reach the highest point is 2 seconds, what is time taken by the same object to reach the ground? What is total time taken? 4 seconds. During this journey, total time taken is equal to 4 seconds. If the time taken by the object to reach the ground is 4 seconds, what is the time taken by the object to reach the highest point? 4 seconds. Total time? If the total time taken by the object is 16 seconds, what is time taken to reach the highest point? Time taken to reach the highest point is 8 seconds. Iska half. Your total time is given, take the half. So, time of ascent is equal to time of descent. Time taken to reach the highest point is equal to time taken to reach the ground. Time taken to reach the ground. This part is clear? You note kar do copy में एक बार. Now the numerical question based on this one. In numerical, first you have to check the motion, upward or downward. If it is upward, we can write what? V equal to 0. G negative. Downward motion, U 0. G positive. And time of ascent is equal to time of descent. Done. Write your question. Vertical, switch on camera. Done. Time taken by the object to reach the highest position. The time taken by the object. ये भी note कर दो. The time taken by the object to reach the highest point or position is equal to time taken by the object to reach the ground. Time taken by the object to reach the ground. By the object to reach the ground is equal to time taken by the object to reach the ground. To reach the ground. I don't question. A stone falls from a building. A stone falls from a building and reaches the ground 2.5 seconds later. Full stop. How high is the building? How high is the building? ये क्वेश्चन का मेथड देखो, बाकी सेम कंसेप्ट अप्लाई करना मोशन का. फर्स्ट you have to read the question first and say what type of motion it is, upward or downward. Downward. Fall. It is falling from certain height. It's a downward motion. In the case of downward motion, without reading, we can write on the 2 points. What are 2 points? U equal to 0 and G positive. How much? Not given. If it is not given, 9.8 meter per second square. That is constant. So first U equal to 0. G positive or negative? Why it is positive? Because it is falling downward. According to the question, it is falling downward. The object is falling downward. So the sign of G is positive. That is 9.8 meter per second squared. If it is moving upward, G equal to minus 9.8 meter per second squared. But in this question, it is moving downward. और क्या given है? Question में क्या given है? Time. कितना है? Now listen. देखो, time is given. If time is not given, always apply third equation of motion. Time is given, you have to find height, always apply second equation of motion. Second equation of motion. So according to the second equation of motion, H is equal to ut plus half, listen here, gt squared. Substitute the value. H, what is u? 0 into anything, 0 plus 0 plus half G, not given a 9.8, T 2.5 the square. So H is equal to 2 से कैंसिल कर सकते. So 4.9 into 25 का स्क्वायर 625, 2 डेसिमल लगाए तो 6.25 और H is equal to 49 into 5 is 5. 30625 30625 कितना डेसिमल है 3 so 30.625 meter 30.625 meter पूरा आ जाएगा ना मल्टीप्लिकेशन 30.625 meter पूरा पूरा करो 30.625 meter calculation के आंसर करो 30.625 meter so first question clear method clear upward or downward check that is very important according to that we can write on U V G okay next question a stone is dropped from a height a stone is dropped from a height of 20 meter a stone is dropped from a height of 20 meter a stone is dropped from a height of 20 meter 20 meter first part of this question first part how long will it take to reach the ground how long will it take to reach the ground how long will it take to reach the ground how long means you have to find time to reach the ground second part what will be what यहाँ लिख दो what will be its speed what will be its speed when it hits the ground when it hits the ground what will be its speed when it hits the ground or write in bracket g equal to 10 meter per second square so no need to take 9.8 it is already given in question it is given g is equal to 10 meter per second square g is equal to एक और लेसन एक और क्वेश्चन बताओ इसके बाद आप करके मुझे दिखाना चाहिए देखो अकॉर्डिंग टू क्वेश्चन व्हाट टाइप ऑफ मोशन इट इज डाउनवर्ड में क्या क्या लिख सकते हैं u equal to 0 dropped है ना drop from certain height so downward motion u equal to 0 और g positive negative why it is positive downward motion so g equal to 10 meter per second square और क्या गिवन है height कितना है 20 meter क्या फाइंड करना है फर्स्ट क्या फाइंड करना है टाइम देखो h की माने टाइम फाइंड करना है कौन सा फॉर्मूला सेकंड इक्वेशन h की माने टाइम फाइंड करना है और टाइम की माने h फाइंड करना है ऑलवेज सप्लाई सेकंड इक्वेशन ऑफ मोशन व्हाट इज सेकंड इक्वेशन ऑफ मोशन h is equal to ut plus half what is sort of h 20 u 0 plus half g 10 into t square so 20 is equal to 5t square 2 से 10 cancel है 5 so t square is equal to 20 divided by 5 what is 20 divided by 5 so t is equal to square root of 4 what is square root of 4 so what is the time taken at what time it reach the ground 2 seconds after 2 seconds it reach the ground after 2 seconds the object will reach the ground the object will reach the ground second next part second part में क्या करना है स्पीड कौन सा फॉर्मूला फर्स्ट इक्वेशन v is equal to u plus gt v is equal to u plus What is U? 0. Or G? 10. T? 2. So V is equal to 20 unit. Very important. What is unit of velocity? Meter per second. So V is equal to 20 meter per second. V is equal to 20 meter per second. So the concept clear?
Yes, sir.
Upward, downward motion में clear?
Yes, sir.
Next question. A stone is thrown vertically upwards with a speed of 20 meter per second. How high will it go before it begins to fall? Before it begins to fall. How high will it go? How high will it go before it begins to fall? Before it begins to fall. So read the question and check what type of motion it is and write down the value. Vertical, switch on camera. Vertical, switch on camera. Done. Next. What type of motion it is? Upward. In the case of upward motion, at the highest point, V is equal to 0. G minus. Why it is minus? Upward motion. और क्वेश्चन में क्या गिवन है? U 20 मीटर पर सेकेंड. फर्स्ट पार्ट में क्या फाइंड करना है? एक ही पार्ट है. क्या फाइंड करना है? हाइट. Which formula? Time is not given. Which formula? Time is not given. Which formula? Third equation of motion है. टाइम गिवन नहीं तो हमेशा थर्ड इक्वेशन ही होगा और कुछ ऑप्शन नहीं है. 2g. What is v? 0. U मत करना, देखो एक बार. 2 G minus into H. आएगा minus 400 is equal to minus 2 into 9.8 into H into H. Clear है? And minus minus H is equal to 400 divided by 2 into 9.2 cancel with 400, that is 200. Again 2, 4.9, here it is 100. Now H is equal to क्या है 100 divided by 4.9. Remove the decimal. क्या होगा 1000 divided by 49. 1000 divided by 49. अब डिवाइड करना देखो, अदर डिविजन 1000 it is 49. ये 100 में 2 times 98. Here it is 20. नहीं जाएगा तो 0, तो 0 0. ठीक है, फिर आएगा 20 डेसिमल 200. 200 में 4 196 है ना. 49 4 196. How much? 4. 40 में नहीं जाएगा तो 0 आएगा, पर 20 approximately 20.4. So answer is H is equal to 20.4 meter. So what is the answer? H is equal to 20.4 meter. 20.4 meter. Next question. When a cricket ball is thrown vertically upwards, when a cricket ball is thrown vertically upwards, it reaches when a cricket ball is thrown vertically upwards, it reaches a maximum height of 5 meters. When a cricket ball is thrown vertically upwards, it reaches a maximum height of 5 meters. First part, what was the initial speed of the ball? 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 Second part, how much time it taken? How much time, is taken by the ball? How much time is taken by the ball to reach the highest point? To reach the highest point. To reach the highest point. Write in bracket G equal to 10 meter per second square. 10 meter per second square. करके दिखाओ. What type of motion it is? Upward. Upward में V 0, G minus 10 meter per second square, H 5 meter, H is equal to 5 meter. First, time is not given. Huh? So which identity you have to apply? Time is not given, so which identity? Third, sorry, not identity. Which equation? Third. क्वेश्चन पढ़ो मुझे, क्वेश्चन पढ़ो, ठीक है? यू गिवन है, फिर अभी तो कर सकते हैं, यू फाइंड करने के बाद कर सकते हैं, यू फाइंड करो पहले. And T also 2 parts a question, 2 parts. Incomplete. Here what type of motion? Upward. Upward motion में क्या लिख सकते हैं? V 0. और क्या गुण है? G minus 10. Upward motion. In the case of upward motion, G is negative. Question में given G equal to 10 meter per second square, so it is upward, so it is minus 10 meter per second square. And क्या गिवन और क्वेश्चन में? H इक्वल टू, देखो टाइम नहीं है हमारे पास, तो कौन सा फॉर्मूला? एक ही फॉर्मूला होगा, कौन सा? V स्क्वायर माइनस U स्क्वायर इक्वल टू 2G H. V 0 माइनस U, ये तो फाइंड करना है ना, माइनस U स्क्वायर इज इक्वल टू 2 इंटू माइनस 10 इंटू 5 माइनस U स्क्वायर is equal to minus 100 minus U square equal to 100. So what is U? है ना, ये U square equal to 100. What is U? Under root. What is under root 100? Meter per second. So what is U? 10 meter per second. 10 meter per second. अब क्या फाइंड करना है? टाइम. टाइम के लिए कौन सा फॉर्मूला? V इक्वल टू U प्लस GT. U प्लस GT. व्हाट इज V? U तो फाइंड किया था 10 माइनस 10 इंटू T. माइनस 10 T will shift this side equal to 10. T is equal to 10 by 10. 1 second. So time is equal to 1 second. Time is equal to 1 second. Homework. NCRT. Page number 112. 14 into 8. 14 into 8. 13, 14, 15, 16, 18. Homework, page number 112, NCRT. Last exercise over. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Homework. Okay. You clear?